Want to add even more flair to a dunk? Keep the sprint button held after completing a hanging dunk to stay on the rim. Move the left stick to control the momentum of your swing, and move the right stick up to pull yourself up on the rim. But hey, watch out for technical fouls if you hang too long. And be careful, your opponent might try to quickly inbound and get an easy basket if you don't get back on defense. Stop by 2KU for a tutorial on more than a dozen unique ways to score the ball. Using a variety of techniques will make you an unpredictable and unstoppable scorer. Wishing you many greens and many wins with your new shooting abilities in NBA 2K23. See you next time.
I'm just casually grinding the Zion Spotlight Challenge while I talk to my best buddy about our favorite video game.
Hey, I'm Floki5000. If you're a new player jumping into my team, my best suggestion to you is to get comfortable with the 5v5 gameplay and running different types of freelances. Something you can set in your coach settings, and it's essential. If you're not changing your freelances, you're missing out on a big part of what makes my team so fun, and the team building aspect. You can get the most out of it. If you're running Jokic, then you want to be running the Denver freelance. It's specifically designed to utilize a player like him, and he won't just be setting picks all game. I'm enjoying the process of collecting all of the different trophy cases. I think that's a really neat mechanic that was introduced this year. And for someone who plays the game offline a lot like I do, it gives me something that we can constantly be like grinding towards while not necessarily having to put in too many hours of the game. Of course, to get one of the end centerpieces, there is a significant grind involved, and you are rewarded really well. The pink diamond cards are still some of the best cards available in my team. Love my Bargnani, love my Kevin McHale, and I'm excited to keep pushing towards the Opal Patrick Ewing. The My Team Unlimited tournament is always one of the most exciting.
With just about a half season behind us, the rankings are clearer than ever, Greg. Do you feel confident starting to make some playoff predictions?
Oh, Kevin, it's way too early for that. Injuries, other roster shakeups. There's just still so much that could happen and totally reshape those rankings.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. The post pair for them. It's Randall and Hartenstein. White is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Brunson. It's White on the wing, guarded by Ryder. Tries it from 9. That one off the back iron and out. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Raptors. Here's Ryder. White covering. Ryder, then the pass to Siakam. And yes, it's good. Siakam's got his second bucket of the night.
And it's not easy to get that shot on target with so much contact. Siakam just shakes it off, determined to finish through.
Now here's White. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Ryder. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
It makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Guys, I did catch up with the head coach of the Knicks. He said priority number one is to not let these guys get going from the perimeter. Do not let them start getting open threes. It's a recipe for disaster. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the three ball is a big concern for any defense. And the first one drops. And both free throws good for White.
You could tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And that one is off. The Knicks go the other way with it. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Yeah, and quick, like as quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
The Raptors shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
First one falls for him. And Greg, starting your career with the Knicks, what's the pressure like? Like playing in New York City.
I tell you, the amount of media following you, the size of the city, it can be intimidating. But if you win, man, there's nothing like playing in New York.
Yeah, a little bit surprising he hasn't connected on at least one of his three shots yet, but he's going to keep shooting.
Trent passes to Ryder, and stolen by White. Out to the right wing for the three. Toronto grabs the miss. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. The Raptors getting the bucket. And it's White missing.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Here's Ryder. Brunson covering.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
Lets it go from deep. Boucher with the rebound.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Kicks it out to Siakam. To the paint. Here's Ryder. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Hartenstein can't get it to go. And the Raptors with possession. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Here's Ryder. 35 points for him last game against Boston.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Last time they met in New York.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
Knicks trail by 16. Outside, White. Passes to Mikhailuk. New York, no good that time either.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Here's Mikhailuk after the made shot from Ryder. Outside for Randall. Shot clock at 6. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Here's Toronto. They've got a 22 run going. What a pace. Siakam, that's good.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Trent against Brunson. Here's Mikhailuk. Offline with his 3.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Here's Ryder. White covering. Boucher passes to Ryder. Raptors moving the ball around. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Ryder's got 18 points in the game.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Back to White. Pass to Randall. Over Siakam. Randall no good. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Toppin, he's checked in for Julius Randle. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Raptors.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
6 to shoot. The shot's good from Brunson.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
Yeah, hard to stop it there if you're the big man. That's just too good a shot and great concentration.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Here's Hartenstein. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. And the pass to Toppin. It's White on the wing. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. Here's Ryder. Misses the reverse. Now the Knicks with it. Over in the corner, White. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
Yeah, it took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
Pass to Trent. To the left side wing. Ryder, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Ryder's got 25 points.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And it's White missing.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Ryder, then the pass to Siakam. Lets it fly from 18. Ryder, good. 27 points for money.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Brunson scanning the floor. Hartenstein passes to White. And the 3 off target. Toronto with the ball. Siakam inside. Basket counts. Siakam's got 8.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Toppin kicks to White. Pass to Mikhailuk. And here is Toppin. And he banks in the layup.
And I like this. Don't just put Obi on the perimeter or have him spot up. Use that length. Use that toughness. Let him make plays inside.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. And that's a foul called. On money. That's his first foul. OG Anunoby's checked in for Pascal Siakam. And then for New York, Grimes is checked in. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Derek White. Quickly against Trent. And here is Quickly. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Here's Toronto now. Here's Ryder. He dishes it to Barnes. And there's the pass to Ryder. Out left to the wing. Shoots over Fournier. The bank shot, no good.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Pretty fundamental play there from Obi Toppin, getting it to the wide open shooter.
Unloads from 13. Ryder, good. And that's 31 points for money.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 4 assists now tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Stripped it away. Trent outside. Anunoby kicks to Barnes. Here's Ryder, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And that's now 35 points for money. 124. Four left to play here in the first. For 3, Fournier. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Boucher's got 6 rebounds in the game. Took him no time at all on that one. And that's now 37 points for money.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And Toppin throws it down.
And Toppin on top of the world there.
59 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Ryder. Over Toppin. And again, another basket there from Ryder. Ryder's got 39.
Wow, 10 straight points from mid-range.
Passes it to Grimes. quickly with it. No points in the game yet for him. Outside for Fournier. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game. Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Toppin. Back to Quickly. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. And here's the fast break. Ryder, then the pass to Barnes. To the middle, 3 seconds left. And the bucket is good, coming on the layup that time from Ryder. Ryder's got 43 points. And so it's Toronto with a major 39-point lead here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll get right back to the action when... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Raptors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Fournier and Randall will slide in at small and power forwards. Jalen Brunson out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Toppin in at the 5 down low.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Celtics put on a show. He had 35 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Randall grabs the board.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Here's Fournier. That's good from Randall on the assist from Fournier. Randall's got his first 2 points of the night.
Could be top 10 easiest assists that Fournier's had.
And Greg, just like you, Julius Randle is a southpaw, left-handed.
Yeah, and, the angles are different for lefties. We operate a little differently, and I think that can throw defenders off. So I'm always going to pull for the southpaw.
And you hear the legends, Brent, talk shop. So often it's about what separates winning players from the guys that don't win as much. What comes to mind for you?
I think what comes to mind, Kevin, is expectation. And sometimes we get a little bit ahead of ourselves with guys who we want to anoint as the next great player. Look, sometimes it takes 3 or 4 chances at the highest level to finally reach that point where you have the confidence and the experience and the know-how to be one of the best players in the league and who compliments you along the way. So to me, it comes with a great deal of patience to let that player achieve that level of success.
Mikhailuk's checked in for Evan Fournier. Brunson the pass to White. Back to Brunson. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. There's the pass to Mikhailuk. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Pass to Randall. Over Siakam. And the Knicks miss again.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
That one good for 2. Raiders got 49 points in the game.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
It's tipped. Here's Ryder. He's defended by Randall. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Siakam, good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so here is New York. Brunson finds White. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Mikhailuk. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
The second effort, and Siakam with the layup.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
White, wide open, he fires. That one's off, still out of sync.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Barnes. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Passes it to White. At the elbow, Toppin. To the inside. Brunson, good.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Ryder, then the pass to Siakam. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Randall.
What a phenomenal athlete Siakam is. Just taking off and finishing with power at the rim.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Mikhailuk passes to Randall. And it's blocked by Ryder. And he gets it back. Randall no good.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And it's in there. Trent's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
White the pass to Brunson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Gary Trent Jr. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
This season, he has been absolutely locked in at the free throw line. How about 90%?
That one falls for Brunson. And both free throws good for Brunson. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. They've packed their bags for a long one, as that'll be the first of 7 straight on the road.
You can tell right now the teammates are scanning the floor to find him and feed him. Why not? He's on it right now.
Back to White. Down low, here's Brunson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Chris Boucher's checked in for the Raptors.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Brunson. Back to White. Toppin up top. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Out to White. From the arc. Rebound by the Raptors. Siakam's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. To the left wing. Here's Ryder. White covering. Siakam. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Brunson the pass to White. He kicks to Randall. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Randall's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, fleshing out his offensive attack here, Randall comfortable from that range to knock one down.
Oh! And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. The Knicks shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Now the pass to Mikhailuk. Off target from 3-point range.
Yeah, this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
Siakam, good.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
Outside, White. Pass to Mikhailuk. Back to White. Jacks up a 3. That one, no good. And the Raptors with possession. Passes it to Ryder. It's rebounded by Mikhailuk. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And New York making a change here. Here's Mikhailuk. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Hartenstein. Here's Brunson. Pass to Mikhailuk. Here's Hartenstein. Back to Brunson. The pass to Hartenstein. Here's Mikhailuk. New York, no good that time either.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Here's Ryder, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Raptors shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game for the Knicks. Fournier is checked in for Mikhailuk, and quickly in for Jalen Brunson. Stolen. And he drives in, and he jams it with authority.
is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Quickly. That one rolling around and rims out. Quickly's gone 1 of 4 so far. Trent with it. Defended now by Fournier. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Ryder. It's rebounded by New York. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Here's Quickly. 8 points his last outing. Pass to Grimes. Quickly against Trent. Fournier for 3. And no good that time. And Toronto will come the other way. Here's Ryder. He's defended by Randall. Passes to Ryder. Trent outside. Clock at 6. His first shot coming late, and he hits the jump shot. Anunoby's got his first bucket of the night.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Siakam, that's good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Outside Fournier. Quickly against Trent. Pass to Fournier. On the wing Quickly. Over Trent. New York, no good that time either.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Inside. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Over to the left wing. Here's Ryder. No good that time. Outside Fournier. The pass to Randall to halt the run.
And look at Siakam outworking the offensive player, giving his all there.
And so it's Toronto with a huge lead. Well, we've got a second half. The basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed. For this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Money.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
I think he's enjoying it, too. So rare to have an offensive explosion from him. You know his teammates are loving that as well.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And, boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable,
Hello, 2K TV fans. This is Sean Sullivan, public address announcer for your Indiana Pacers. In the spirit of giving, I'm here to celebrate your State Farm top assists. Let's see how you are sharing the ball this holiday season. The Mike Watts gets us started in the rec with a surprising gift. A bounce pass through the defender's legs and dunked down the chimney with care. What a pass. Amazing play. Next is Keone, and it's overtime in the rec. Looking for their 15th assist.
At this point of the season, Greg, right in the heart of the schedule, what are the biggest challenges for a player?
Kevin, sometimes it's just about knowing what city you're in. The travel in this league is crazy, but you really want to keep focus and sleep and eat right. Vital.
Here on the
And we popped into a very special mocap session. You know, you have some acting experience, you know, with Uncut Gems, so
mucho poquito.
We'll give you behind-the-scenes access.
Until then, enjoy the game, go get some highlights, make 2K TV.
Bye.
Ooh, we should be in for a show tonight, Doris. The amount of athleticism on the floor is unbelievable.
The speed alone can capture your imagination. We're going to see a ton of transition opportunities, and boy, we should see some high-flying dunks.
So the Raptors starting five. They've got Terrence Mann, Pascal Siakam out there with OG Anunoby, and it's money in at the 4 spot. Well, some major news for MP. He's headed to the All-Star game. A very nice honor for him.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, you figured MP would be there, but with the rosters being named, it's official. He's earned it, and I have no doubt that he'll put on a show.
That drops, and it comes off an assist from Siakam.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Williams. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. Pass to Tillman. Shot clock at 5. Back to Morant. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
And I love the way he played downhill on that drive. Love the attack mentality in a close game.
Now here's Siakam, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. Ryder, good.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
Morant, the pass to Bane. Outside Morant. Here's Jackson. Here's Tillman. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Player of the Month awards announced recently, MP taking the honor for the second time this season.
It's really impressive. I mean, when you win that award twice in the same year, you are well on your way to making a case for MVP.
Now here's Morant, coming in off 12 points in his last outing. Now a timeout called by Memphis. The last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
And they want to avoid getting in foul trouble again. That's what really hurt them against this team last time.
You know, there's a balance between that aggression and overdoing it. You can't reach in. These are things officials are looking to call.
Here's Morant, a steady offensive force, averaging around 32.5 a game. Jackson gets the bucket.
We've watched Morant get so good at this, instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Now here's Morant. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Jackson can't get it to go. The Raptors with a lead. Siakam, left side. Ryder, good. 11 points in the game.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Pass to Williams. Back to Morant. Outside Bane. Here's Tillman. 5 to shoot. Back to Morant. Plenty of space. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. The Raptors have gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid. Here's Ryder. Williams defending. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Doris, it was only a few years ago that the Raptors won an NBA title. It seems like a lot further back, though.
It does, B.A., because we're looking at a much different basketball team. Obviously, Kawhi Leonard has moved on. Kyle Lowry has moved on. In fact, many of the key players from that squad have moved on. Incredible to think they have managed to remain competitive.
Hits both from the stripe. The Grizzlies have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. On the wing, Bane. Wide open. And it's Toronto with a rebound.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide-open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Here's Ryder. Drills it from deep.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Tillman. Oh, and again, unable to change momentum here. Here's Ryder. 37 points his last time out. Deflects the pass. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Here's Ryder. He's got 16. Hits a three-pointer. He's got 19.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Timeout called. Memphis. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
And the Grizzlies shooting 33% in the first quarter. Pass to Tillman. Outside Bane. Tipped away. Here's Ryder. 19 points in the game. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive. Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Pass to Anunoby. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Outside, Williams. Now here's Bane. Outside Morant. Back to Bane. 6 on the shot clock. No good, and they can't put it into the drought. Toronto has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. Here's Ryder. He buries it from 3.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Now here's Williams. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Offensive rebound. Jackson can't get it to go.
Well, this guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
Here's Ryder, guarded by Bane, and he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And here in the middle of the season, these teams really coming into their own right now. They found their identity and know what they're all about, Grant.
Well, oftentimes that's what happens. I mean, these guys have had the time to gel and get to know how they like to play. And at this point, it's all about going out night after night and just executing. Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
The Raptors making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Back to Morant. An easy 2 on the layup. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, BA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Here's Morant. After the basket by Toronto. Williams finds Morant. Oh, deflected. And a fast break now for the Raptors. The open shot, Barnes. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Siakam. Siakam's got 4 assists in the game. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Happy holidays from all of us here at 2K TV, and welcome to our holiday special.
We hope you're enjoying the holidays with family, friends, loved ones, and of course, showing that 2K dominance on everybody.
You forgot gifts. That's my favorite part of the holiday season, and let's get this show started with a gift from us to you in the form of VC.
Yeah, so are you ready for some 2K TV interactives? Well, ready or not, here we go. In this season of NBA 2K23, which of the following rewards can you earn?
Is it reindeer accessories, a snowman costume, a magic carpet, or all of the above? We couldn't make this any easier for you, so you better enjoy this VC. We didn't even have to wrap it. Perfect gift. Here you go.
Take it, enjoy it, love it, use it, spend it. To celebrate the return of the Jordan Challenges in NBA 2K23, we've been bringing you extended interviews from those that were there to experience Jordan's legendary career firsthand.
And there's probably no one that was closer than Coach Phil Jackson, a legend in his own right. We're honored to bring you his full interview. Here's our 2K TV exclusive, Phil Jackson on Michael Jordan.
Well, we know the players enjoy the rest they get during All-Star Weekend. But, Greg, do you think it should be moved to later in the season?
I like how the current format splits up the season, but it seems more fair to hold an All-Star towards the end of the season so that voters get a more complete look at each player.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Sharing the wing spots for them, it'll be Trent Jr. and Anunoby. Underneath in the post, Siakam and Boucher. And it's Ryder in at the point guard. MP will be in the upcoming All-Star game. What a special honor for him.
It's a huge deal to go to the All-Star game, and MP has worked hard to earn his spot. That's not just something they hand out.
And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. Here's Tillman. And the first shot of the night for him missing. Here's Ryder, guarded by Morant.
Improving as a passer, Siakam showing a willingness to get it to open teammates.
Here's Morant. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
And Toronto making a change here. Benton's checked in. That free throw good from Ryder. Greg, for the second time this season, MP was named Player of the Month. Not bad at all.
Not bad at all is right. To get that award twice during the same season, that puts you in all NBA discussion.
Here's Tillman. He averages about 5 points a game. Williams passes to Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. The offensive rebound. Here's Tillman. Can't hit the short-range fadeaway. For Toronto, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Pass to Ryder. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Ryder's got 9.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Here's Tillman. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor. Looking at the Raptors roster, basically the entire squad is under 30. Their key players are extremely young, a great sign for the future.
Here's Morant after the made shot from Ryder. Williams passes to Jackson. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
And the Raptors making a change here. Man's checked in. Good. Yeah, youth is on their side. And Smitty, since winning that title in 2019, the Raptors have totally turned over their squad.
Kawhi, Kyle Lowry, Serge Ibaka, all have left Toronto, Kevin, replaced with much younger players. Give Toronto's front office credit for retooling quickly.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball after the Raptors pick up 2. From deep, Williams. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Last time they met was in Toronto.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
They came in focused and ready to play, and despite facing little resistance, they never pulled back.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
So, timeout. Here, the first for Toronto. The Raptors making a switch here. Banton's checked in. Here's Ryder, guarded by Jackson. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Ryder, good.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And despite the double-digit lead, still in attack mode, getting their feet wet there in the paint.
Now, here's Bane. A 26-point game for him in the win against Cleveland. Shot clock at 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
This is a big part of Jackson's game. It isn't the best-looking shot, but it's deadly.
Here's Ryder, guarded by Jackson. Left block shot on the way. Ryder, good. Ryder's got 18 points in the game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Bane passes to Morant. And the dunk by Jackson.
One thing that makes Jaren such a great alley-oop target is his hands, measured at enormous 10 inches long.
Ryder. The rebound by Williams.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Bane, no good.
Easy chance for mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Here's Ryder, guarded by Bane. Ryder, then the pass to Anunoby. Over Jackson, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Williams against Anunoby. Williams kicks to Jackson. Back to Williams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
And that one falls for Williams. And a deep roster for the Raptors. But, Smitty, do they have the star power, the star talent to win big?
Well, they have Scotty Barnes. He was last season's Rookie of the Year. His growth will be key. But with Fred VanVleet and Pascal Siakam, all-star caliber players, Toronto's not shy on talent, Kevin.
Here's Ryder. He had 37 points in the win against the Rockets in Houston.
And he did great work on the defensive end, too, with 3 steals on the night.
Outside Williams. Back to Morant. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by Trent. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Here's Ryder, guarded by Jackson. Barnes outside. To the middle. Here's Ryder. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. 23 points for money.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Offensive rebound. Tillman, no good with the layup.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Pass to Ryder. Back to Barnes. The pass to Ryder. Lets it go with a three. And again, Toronto with the... Here's Morant. And the shot is long. Toronto's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Here's the three. Ryder, no good. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Memphis. To the inside, Bane lays it up off the glass.
Great footwork from Bane, finding his opening.
Raptors leading by 17. Barnes passes to Ryder. The three. Drills the three-pointer. Ryder's got 29.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Morant kicks to Bane. Pass to Jackson. Back to Bane. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Ryder, then the pass to Anunoby. Toronto working the ball around now. Passes it to Ryder. 5 to shoot. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. That's now 32 for money.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
If you love analytics, this is what this is all about. They favor the three ball. You can pile up points in a hurry.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And Toronto also making a switch. Siakam's checked in. Here's Jones. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Cleveland.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive. Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Here's Siakam. It's good.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Here's Conchar, and stolen by Barnes. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Barnes. Here's Ryder. Launches a three. And again, Toronto with the triple. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Raptors.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end. Yeah, easy call.
The Grizzlies shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And the first one at the line is good. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Mans checked in for Toronto. And so he hits both. Here's Ryder. He has 35. Puts up a three. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Here's Conchar. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Clark left side. 5 on the clock. Pulls up on the wing. No good on that one. So the Raptors will take it the other way. coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they look right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise.
And so it's Memphis with it, following the three from Ryder. And the pass to Aldama. Clark trying to get open.
How about the commitment on defense from Scotty Barnes? Skilled at swatting them away.
And another, once again, shot good from Ryder. Ryder's got 43 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Here's Aldama. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Pass to Conchar. Over Trent. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
I can't believe that went in, and I don't think he can either.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why. They're way out in front.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Good D by Siakam.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
It's blocked, and they get it back. And so it's the Toronto Raptors going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. They've been playing And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Raptors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
Bain and Williams are your wingmen. Then it's Morant. Then there's Jackson. And it's Tillman in at the 5. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Ryder. Off target with his 3. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. The 10-footer. No good that time. Good D by Siakam. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against Houston lit up the floor. He added 37 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish, putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to come away with the W.
Morant passes to Bain. And here's Jackson. Outside Williams. Morant with a wide open look. Outside for Jackson. Launches it. It's rebounded by Ryder. Ryder's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. To the middle. Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
And that's what you love seeing from your bigs. Siakam leaving no room for error with the jam.
Outside, Bain. Here's Tillman. Rejected by Ryder. Banton, the pass to Ryder. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
Ryder, no good. Memphis has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Right side, Williams makes it off the glass.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
Toronto's gone 1-3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Trent. The teardrop falls in. Trent's got his first basket of the night.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Grizzlies shooting the ball poorly, just 28%. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Morant passes to Bain. Williams for 3. The rebound collected by Ryder. And here's Toronto. They're on a 14-4 run right now. That shot missing. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Memphis with the ball, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
It was a terrific performance we got a chance to watch. They got into a nice rhythm and made smart adjustments along the way.
And the basket by Jones.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Passes it to Ryder. The 3-ball. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And for Memphis, they're shooting the ball at a 43% rate here in the second. Pass to Konchar. Shot from 12. Here's Aldama. Goes up again. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This is his first free throw of the game. And he makes the first. And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
Here's Ryder. Hits it again. Wow. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Outside, Jones. Here's Konchar. Rejected by Ryder.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And another one falls. Amazing. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
From 11 feet away, Jones, no luck. And so it's the Toronto Raptors. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game. Some changes for Memphis. Clark, he's checked in for Tillman. Konchar comes in for Williams. And Jones subbed in for Morant. The Raptors making a switch here. Here's Mann. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. So for Toronto right now, they've got Gary Trent. Siakam is out there with money. Then there's Scotty Barnes. And it's Mann in a shooting guard.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Outside, Bane. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Aldama passes to Bane. That one's not going to go. Toronto shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. To the paint. Ryder, good. 66 points for money.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this lead.
Bane finds Jones. Here's Clark. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Siakam.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Something I've noticed is how aggressive they've been on driving the basketball. Time and time again, they've turned cracks in the defense into points.
And on top of that, they've really been dialed in from deep, just dropping triple after triple.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.